out. שבוע טוב, חנוכה שמח, Freiliche Chanukah for everybody. In Chanukah, we have three mitzvot, essential mitzvahs. First mitzvah we have to light the small candle, only small one each time. And the second mitzvah is to show everybody the miracle. We're going to speak about it. And the third mitzvah is to give ma'ot Chanukah. We have to give presents for the children. The first mitzvah, to light only one light each time. Yes, only one, not two together, not a big fire, but just only one light. It's because it's written, Ner Hashem Nishmat Chaim. And the holiday of Hanukkah and Purim, the difference between the other holidays, the Jewish holidays, is that all the other holidays was given by God. It's God that say, in this day, in this moment, you have to make holiday. And Purim and Hanukkah, there are two holidays that human being, we call it itaruta diltata. It means that the period was very, very dark, like our period, very, very dark. They didn't have any espoir, hope. They had any hope, and they thought that everything was finished. In the first galut, in the first exile, was the exile of Babylon, and there was sure all of them, because of the big party that made Achashverosh, they've been sure that God quit his people of Israel, and now he give to another nation to be the son. But it was not right, because they missed some few years. And Hanukkah, it was exactly the same position. The Greek people and the Jewish people that convert to be Greek, there was the problem. These people made so many problems to the Jewish people in Jerusalem that most of the population became became Greek. Only one small family of priests, Kohanim, this only small family preserve the law of Hashem, although they put themselves in danger that can be killed, because in the time of the Greek or the Jewish Greek, the problem was that there was killing the people that continued to have faith in God. They didn't was against wisdom, because we know that the Greek knowledge, it's a lot of wisdom that we use until today. But they wanted only one thing. They wanted to take out from the wisdom the moral party. Like today, they wanted people to be very, very classified wisdom, but they don't have to be with a high level of morality. What kind of morality? The morality, the thought, the belief in Hashem. This was the only argue and the only problem. And because of this, they killed a lot of Jewish people in Jerusalem and in all Eretz Israel, and they obliged the people to write on their shore, le veau,
the calf.
The calf, they obliged them to write, "We don't believe in God." That's all they wanted. They told them, you can continue to learn, you can continue to study. The Talmud is very important. We agree everything, but just one thing. We have to take out from the intellect knowledge the part of belief. That's all the Greek wanted, and this is the reason that they went to Jerusalem, to the highest level in this generation of wisdom. the Jewish of Jerusalem was the most wisdom people. And majority of them accept, they agree to deny the existence of God and stop to be believers, and they continue to develop the wisdom. Everyone that is learning about the Greek sage, even some of them are written in the Talmud because of their wisdom. They had a very high level of wisdom. The people that continue to learn the wisdom, in a certain time, they was disconnected from the belief in Hashem. And Hashem Itbarach, it's written, the King Solomon says, Yirat Hashem, Musar Chokhmah. Every one of us must. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Do you hear me? Problems? Excuse me. So, Yirat Hashem, Musar Chokhmah. What is the meaning of this pasuk? The meaning is that Yirat Hashem, Katuv Yirat Hashem Reshit Chokhmah, to go to the wisdom level or to the wisdom sphere that each one of sage people want to reach, we must go inside with Yirat Shamayim, with Musar, with good education or good midot. Why? Because our brain have no limits. And I don't know if you know history, ancient history, all the big realm of this world. We have the Egyptian, we have the Ashur, Babel, we have Babylon, we have Greek, we have Roman people. They didn't want it, they reach Inca, they reach a level of intelligence that permit them, give them the permission to don't respect some of the human being on earth. Because when you became very, very intelligent, you became with a lot of judgment. And when you have a lot of judgment and you want to be perfect, like we learned together the times before, when you want to look for perfection, you will always see in your friends or the people around you, you will see that they are not perfect. And because they are not perfect, they lose their value. They have no more value in your eyes. And when they don't have any more values in your eyes, you permit yourself to treat human beings as animals or vegetables or minerals. This is the main issue. Why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, He give the human being the right to choose. We can choose. It's written in the Torah several times. Uvacharta. You can choose between the light and the good, and the darkness and the bad. This is your ability. This is the only difference that there are between all the creation and human being. The human being are the only one that can choose. An angel cannot choose. A diabolo cannot choose. The animal cannot choose. No vegetables and no minerals. So the only one that can choose is the human being. Because human being can choose, they must have different frequency or different level of the way that they see the life. We can see the life, like I teach you, from intimity. We can see the life from desire, from the liver. We can see the life from the heart. And we can see the life from intellect, from the intellect. We can choose the vision that we want. So the problem of very wise people is that the wisdom go about in a higher level than the heart. But the real work that we have to do in our life is, like it's written in the Bible, Ve'ahavta et Hashem, you must love Hashem. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, You must love other people like you love yourself. ואהבת את הגר. You must love strange people. No, גר?
Yes.
Les invités.
Foreign guests.
Guest people or foreign people. You must love them. So the main commandment that the Torah give us is you must work on your emotion, not on your intellectual degree. Today we know, all of us, that all the education of the modern world is going and pushing not for emotion, but for education to have knowledge, as much as knowledge as you can. Because they are looking so much for knowledge, and we will explain why they prefer knowledge on emotion. So they invent by themselves with their own brain intelligence, artificial intelligence, AI. The human being put this that we can use it. But as much as you are going to be to use this artificial intelligence, and one day it's going to be a part of your life, you will feel that you are not smart enough. So your value in your eyes will be low. And because the value on your way to see yourself will be low, the people that can work with AI, they will be your master. And they will be your master in a certain way that you accept them, that they are more than you, and they are going to be your master. And you are going to be their slave because they put in your mind a way to think, which is, it was in the 80s, the 90s, and 2000, it was money. As much as human beings are rich, they are the masters, and we accept to be slave to rich people, so they give us some money. This is was. And after the money, because today in the earth there is millions of people that are millionaire. So again, humanity search, how can I be more than you? And then they develop the intelligence quality, and they see that human being cannot reach intelligence quality like computers. So they develop the big servers. There is today cities of servers. No human being can have this. I will say something very, very specific, limited knowledge. Because computers are limited knowledge. They can find knowledge only because the knowledge exists. If there is any knowledge that don't exist, you can see with ChatGPT, you ask question, it tell you, I have no answer. So it means that I ask him to go and bring me some knowledge that don't exist on the web. So is it very intelligent application? No, it's not. It's very fast application. It can go and search in all the database very fast the knowledge that I ask for. But if the knowledge don't exist in database, the artificial intelligence cannot give you knowledge. But if you are going to the knowledge and you are looking for the limit of knowledge, the limit of intelligence, the limit of technology, the limit of science, the limit of medicine, and I put you in the group yesterday night a new knowledge that they say that they are using brain cells to be connected to computers, so the computer will behave partly like a human being. It means that only silicon computers, they are limited. But because we want to have high level of capacity because we want to go over more limit, go over all the limits, then the intellectual field is not limited. I don't know if you know, but when people develop something, invent something, if let's say for a child, when he born, he got this kind of iPhone, and when I was born, there was no iPhone. For me, iPhone is very high level of technology, but for the new baby, this is the start. This is the first level of technology. He will stay with this, or he's going to develop more and more and more. He's going to develop more and more and more. So there is no end of development of technology, medicine, and so on. What is the danger? The danger with developing technology is what is the morality that says don't develop some things? What is the power that can control us not to go over the limits? Because if you go just logically with development, there is no limit. I was developing many things in my life. There is no limit. You took the technology that you have today, you do something. Tomorrow, new technology come. You use the new technology. You are forward in the same subject. So where it's going to stop? This is the big question. And what happened in the period of Hashmonaim? The empire of Greece was like today and like Egypt. It's the same phenomenon. Human being, when they develop technology or knowledge without morality, they have no way to stop themselves. The only way to have brakes in your car is to have morality. But when you have morality, you have something that stopped you to develop some things. And always, all the generation, when there was a leap of technology, you will see that the leap go through people without morality, without the morality of human being, which is the same morality always, all the generation. It's the same. We don't want to be stalled. We don't want to be cursed. We don't want to be threatened. We don't want people to take what we have. It's the same level of morality, all the generation. What is the difference? The intelligence level, high level that each generation reach. And we are in a generation that we push very hard with the technology system. But you see by yourself that they go so far and there is no morality to stop them, that they made in the beginning robots totally made from silicons and plastics. And today, I sent you yesterday night this small TikTok. They are speaking today, many times already I see this, that they are using human being cell with technology of computer to go above their limits. They want to push the limits, to push more and more and more and more. You know that the sixth generation of fight airplane cannot have human being in the airplane. They go so fast that no human being can control this airplane. They have submarines. No human being can be in the submarines. So they are completely technologic. They are completely controlled outside from the submarine and cars and everything. It means that when you develop technology, you develop, one day you must understand that human beings are in a very low level when you compare them to technology. And when human being became low level, you permit yourself, because you don't have morality, to abuse human being. And if you see in the world today, I don't know if you know the numbers, but hundreds of thousands of teenagers and children are disappearing every year in the world. Hundreds of thousands. What they are doing with these children? It's very simple. They use the body of these people to continue to develop the ultimate human being, which they think it has to be a bionic human being. They want to do it. Already in the 70s and 80s, there was a movie about bionic men, bionic woman. And now the technology go on, and they see that they success to make the connection between biologic human being or biologic tissues and technologic tissues. When they put them together, now they don't need anymore God to create human being. They can do it in laboratory. They can do it by themselves. And why they reach this kind of thought, which is crazy? Because their morality don't want Hashem. This is the thing. They want to take off from the equation Hashem Yitbarach, God. They don't want him inside. How they will explain to us that we don't need God if they are able to create what is creating? And the beginning was with artificial diamond. And today I hope you know that most of the agriculture, modern agriculture in the world, it's all modified. Every seed is modified by technology. And one of the proof is that if you buy seeds in the supermarket and you want to plant it to have something, there is nothing. It's dead. So they modify this. After they modify the fish, after they modify chicken. I don't know if you know, but there is totally modified chicken in the world. And today they modified what? Meat. They made print. That print meat, you don't need any more animals. You can provide your own meat by yourself in company that print meat. So slowly, the human being intellect is looking for what? That human being don't need any more God because they can do everything by themselves. But to reach this kind of level, and I will just tell you something outside of the subject, if you will see all the wisdom kingdom that was on earth, there is one thing that they reach and then they collapse. They made the connection between human being and animals. You can find this in Greece. You can find this in Egypt. You can find this in Babylon. You can find this in the Inca. The day that they will create by themselves, by the technology or by their knowledge, a human being connected to an animal, then God say in Noach, in the Mabul, how do you say Mabul? Deluge?
The flood.
The flood?
Oui.
In the flood, God destroyed the world. Why? Because human being didn't stop morality, their advance or their technologic, and they start to mix themselves with innocent animals, innocent birds, innocent fish. And when they touch this, God stopped. If you see Egypt, when Egypt made Sphinx, all these things that you can see even today, which is face of a woman, body of a cat, and this sort of things. When they reach this, he sent Moshe Rabbeinu. What he sent them? He sent them a man of very, very high level of morality. And this man was speaking to whom? In one side, he was speaking to Egypt king, which was very, very intelligent one. And in the other end, he was speaking to the slaves. Because only the slaves that didn't have the permission to go into the academy, into the knowledge, into the high level of knowledge, only them still had what? Emotional, human being emotion. Look today in the world. The main problem of the world is immigration. But look what kind of immigration they have problems. They don't have problem with immigration of Russian people, intellect people, European intellectual people, American intellect people. They don't have problem with this. It's the opposite. They say, come to us, come, we want your brain. They have problem with immigration of
developing countries. Developing countries.
Undeveloped countries. And they bring them in mass. But then we have the conflict. What is the conflict? Most of the people, they are coming from Africa and from Arab countries and from South America and from Asia. These people are simple people. What kind of simple people? Never they give them the permission to go and learn a lot. But in the other end, they are very moral. They have their own morality, but they have the respect of the family, they have respect of God, they have respect of many things that in the modern world, they don't respect this anymore. They made law, intellectual law, to stop to respect human beings. Sometimes animals are more respected than human beings. So we see that what happened in the time of Hashmonaim, this is something that's coming and going and coming and going again and again and again, like reincarnation of humanity. When the humanity reach level of technology, that the level of technology is against human being morality or human being respect, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu destroyed all this kingdom, and who is getting the heritage of the world? The simple people. And then again, we see simple people continue to learn, go up, 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 and reach again very high level of technology, of knowledge, but they must leave the level of morality. And again, destruction of this society and new society come. This is something that happened because we are not mixing, putting in balance the morality and the wisdom. In the Jewish tradition or in the Jewish education, morality is before IQ and before knowledge. It's written, Maaseh Avot Ilmedu Banim. We learn from Genesis how to behave one with each other. This is reason it's written, Derech Eretz Kadma Torah. Before you go and you learn Torah, you learn the wisdom, you must learn first of all and get used to have good morality, to have the right morality. You must respect your parents. You must respect your children. You must don't steal and don't lie and don't take the wife of your neighbor, and don't take the feel of your neighbor. I am stronger than him. Yes, but it's immoral. It's not moral. So look, Torah was given 3,800 years ago. How many kingdoms of knowledge was in this world since the Torah was given? Many of them. What didn't change? The wisdom or the emotion? The structure of emotion didn't change. What changed? The way of thinking. And there are people that go far, far, far in research, in technology, in laboratory. You see what they did now with Pfizer. You know that the International Committee of Healthy, now she took out from the law the Pfizer vaccine. They crossed it. They said it was a wrong thing to do. But still there are countries that oblige people to take this vaccination after they said that the vaccination is against humanity. So what we see that when people want to go to the highest level of technology, of development, they cannot do it in another way that what? That have cruelty and disrespect other people. Why? Because they are using the other people for their own purpose. And everybody know that Africa and South America and Asia, many, many, many years, they are the biggest place that they are making all the experiment. Why they permit themselves to make experiment on these people? Because these people are simple. They are simple. They don't have mathematics education and electronic education, but they are simple. They respect themselves. You know that one man says, and I think he's right. He says, why population, very modern population, need police, army, hospital, doctors, fire? Why they need of them? Go to the low level of people, primitive people like they call them. They are living together, no police, no army, no medicine, no hospitals, no jail. Go to Africa, to the tribu in the savannah, they have no jail. Don't exist a jail. So why they can live in community without jail, and we, to live in community, we must have jail and we must have a policeman and an army? Why? Because the real thing that separates human beings from animals is the level of morality. This is the only thing. So the small light once a year, when we make the Nerot of Chanukah, and we have 8 Nerot, not 7 like in the Bet HaMikdash, we have 8. Why? To teach us that people that are moral, they are pay attention to the respect of other people, to love other people, they can go higher than the people that invest in knowledge. I will tell you something important. I have a group of doctors that we've written together many books already, and we continue. And we are developing the human being capacity. Why we are doing this? Because the world is developing, the modern world is developing machine capacities. But people don't understand. as much as the technology will be stronger and faster, the value of human being will go down. They say today that they have robots of women that give pleasure to men better than women. So when you grow up and you don't have so many value of yourself, you prefer to buy a robot for you then what? Then to live with a woman or a man, and then you must work on what? On your morality. It's much more easy to have some machine to cook for you food, even if the food is fast food and is full of bad things, then come home after work, put the water and clean the vegetable and put the vegetable in the water and wait 1 hour until your soup will be ready. You prefer to call from your car, ask some soup, and you get the soup and you drink the soup and you throw it, and you don't have to make dishes, you don't have to clean. Easy life. But when you use your body to eat all this chemical product, then your body one day stuck, became sick, and then you ask yourself, in what I want to invest myself? To be healthy or to be rich? To be healthy or to have my job? To be healthy or to have family? What I want to invest? And many people, thanks God, many people, there is many years already that they decide, like say Rambam, when you see that you are in a set of generation that they disrespect human being and disrespect animal and disrespect vegetables and disrespect minerals, you have to know you cannot fight with them. You must keep the light open, that's all. And which kind of light? Not big fire, because big fire everybody see and everybody can come and fight with you. Small light, a small light. And when you have this small light, you can go through generation and generation. Ask yourself, what is the small light? The small light is midot, musar, be moral. If you accept to start learning morality before you start learning halacha, chumash, mathematics, English, computers, every day, 5 minutes, morality, you will stay human being. Like we understand what is a human being. But if you start to neglect this and say, it's for ordinary people, I don't care, then we are in a society that people can kill each other for nothing. You don't believe in America, people get murdered for nothing, for $1. You know, in Africa, South Africa, they kill people for a key. The value of human being disappear totally. And we don't want to live like this. So, because people sometimes get desesperated, they think that the end of the world come. We have this holiday, 8 days, that human being didn't force by God. Human being awake their knowledge, the conscience, aware the conscience to what? To choose morality. I wish you all a very good and happy Chanukah. And you know, in Chanukah, what is Pirsum Hanes? To publish the miracle is to be together in family, eating together, playing with the children, give them present. We want to make them happy, yes? Happiness, it's not intellect, it's feeling. תודה רבה לכולם, השם ישמור אתכם, תודה רבה רב ישעיה, חג שמח, בשורות טובות, ישועות ונחמות, רפואה שלמה לכל הפצועים. Muito gracias.
Thank you, Raf. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you.